Hello, friends. My name is Nora, and today I want to tell you a very special story. This is not just any love story. This is my story, a story that changed my life forever, a story about love, pain, hope, and a boy who could not walk, but still, he walked into my heart. It started like any other day. I woke up, got dressed, drank tea, and walked to the park. I always go to the park after lunch. It's my favorite place. The air is fresh. The birds sing. I sit on the same bench every time. I take my notebook, write poems, and watch people walk by. But that day, something was different. I saw a boy sitting under a big tree. He was alone, very quiet. His eyes looked at the sky, not the people. He had a wheelchair beside him, but he was not sitting in it. He was sitting on the ground, his back against the tree, his legs covered in a blanket. He looked sad, but beautiful. Not outside beauty, but something in his soul, something I cannot explain. I didn't talk to him that day, but I looked at him, and I felt something I never felt before. The next day, I went again. And he was there. Same place. Same tree. This time, I smiled at him. He didn't smile back, but he looked at me for just 1 second. The third day, I sat on the bench close to his tree. I wanted to say something, but I was shy. He had headphones in his ears. I wondered what he was listening to. Sad music, maybe. I watched him draw something on paper. He was good, very good. I wanted to know him. I wanted to talk, but I was scared. What if he didn't like people? What if he didn't want to talk? But my heart said, Nora, try. On the fourth day, I took a deep breath and walked to him. Hi, I said. You draw very well. He looked up, a little surprised. He slowly removed his headphones. Thanks, he said in a soft voice. I like drawing trees. I like writing poems. I said, maybe one day. I write a poem for your tree. He smiled, a small smile, but I saw it, and my heart felt warm. That was the first day we talked, only for 5 minutes, but those 5 minutes were the beginning of everything. I learned his name. It was Adam. He was 24, I was 23. He came to the park every day to feel the wind. He said it helped him forget the pain in his body. Adam had an accident 2 years ago, a car crash. He lost the use of his legs. He was in the hospital for many months. He said some friends stopped talking to him. Even his girlfriend left him after the accident. But it's okay, he said. I don't need anyone. I looked in his eyes and said, maybe you need the right person. He looked down. He didn't say anything, but I knew I had touched his heart. Every day after that, I went to the park just to see Adam. He showed me his drawings. I showed him my poems. Sometimes we sat in silence. Sometimes we talked for hours. He told me about the books he loved. I told him about my dreams. He never asked for help, but I started bringing him tea from his favorite cafe. One day, he said, why are you doing this, Nora? Because I like talking to you. I said, because I like you. He was quiet. Then he whispered, no one has said that to me in a long time. One afternoon, it started raining. I ran to the tree with an umbrella. Adam was there, but he didn't move. Let's go, I said. I'll push your wheelchair to the cafe. He didn't answer. He looked away, then I saw his tears. I'm broken, Nora, he said. Why are you trying to fix me? I held his hand. I don't want to fix you, I said. I just want to be with you. He cried in front of me, and that was the moment I knew. I had given my heart to him. People started to notice. Some gave us weird looks. One woman even whispered near me, "You're too pretty to be with a man like that." I felt angry, but Adam just smiled. "They don't understand," he said. "They never will." I didn't care what people said, because when I looked at him, I saw a man stronger than anyone. A man who lived with pain every day and still smiled. A man who lost everything but still gave love. He couldn't walk, but he walked into my soul. One night, under the stars, Adam asked, "Do you ever wish I was normal?" I held his face. "You are normal to me," I said. "More than anyone." That night, we made a promise to never lie to each other, to love with open hearts, to stay even when it hurts. But life is not a movie. Sometimes love is tested, and sometimes even the strongest hearts feel weak. What happened next changed everything. Adam disappeared, and I didn't know if I would ever see him again. I went to the park every day. His tree was there. His spot was empty. The wind still blew, but the air felt cold now. I waited 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 2 weeks. No sign of him. I started to think, maybe I said something wrong. Maybe he didn't love me. Maybe I was just someone passing in his life. But deep inside, my heart said, "No, Nora, he loves you. Something is wrong." After 1 month, I got a phone call, a number I didn't know. I answered. A woman spoke. "Is this Nora?" "Yes," I said. "I'm calling about Adam." My heart stopped. She said she was his nurse. Adam was in the hospital again. He had an infection. It got serious. He didn't want to tell anyone. But finally, he asked the nurse to call me. "Can I visit him?" I asked, almost crying. "Yes," she said. "He needs you." When I entered his room, I saw him lying in bed. He looked weak, pale, tired. But when he saw me, he smiled. "Hey, tree girl," he said softly. I ran to him, held his hand. "Why didn't you tell me?" I asked, tears in my eyes. "I didn't want you to see me like this." He said, "I didn't want to be a burden." "You're not a burden," I said. "You're my heart." He looked at me. His eyes were full of love and pain. "I thought you would move on," he whispered. "I did," I said. "I moved to you." Adam stayed in the hospital for 2 more weeks. I visited every day. We read books. We listened to music. I told him my poems. One night, he said, "You should leave, Nora. You deserve a better life." I held his face. "You are my better life." After that, something changed in him. He stopped pushing me away. We started planning again, dreaming again. He began drawing again. Pictures of trees, of love, of us. When Adam finally left the hospital, I helped him move to a new apartment. It was small, but full of sunlight. I decorated the walls with his art. He surprised me with a framed poem I had written. "I read your words every night." He said, "They give me hope." We started going to the park again. Same bench, same tree. People still looked at us. Some smiled, some stared, but we didn't care anymore. Because love doesn't need legs. It needs only heart. Life wasn't perfect. Some days, Adam had pain. Some days, I cried in the bathroom so he wouldn't see. But we held each other. We cooked together, watched sunsets, talked about dreams, talked about fears. He said, "Sometimes I feel like half a man." I said, "You are more man than anyone I know." We laughed, we fought, we forgave. That's real love. One evening, as the sun was going down, Adam took my hand. His voice shook. "I never thought I'd love again," he said. "I never thought someone like you would love someone like me. I cried before he even finished his sentence. I don't have much, Nora, he said, but what I have is yours. Then he opened a small box. Inside was a silver ring, simple, beautiful. Will you marry me? He asked. I didn't speak. I just nodded, crying, then whispered, yes, 1,000 times yes. We didn't have a big wedding, just family, a few friends, and a lot of love. He came down the aisle in his wheelchair. I came to him, kneeling in front of him. I don't need you to stand, I said. I just need you to say, we promised to love each other through all storms. We kissed, and in that moment, I knew this was not the end. This was the real beginning. Now, we live in a small home by the trees. Adam paints, I write, we talk, we laugh, we grow. Our love is not normal. It is stronger than normal because it was built not on perfect bodies, but on broken hearts that healed each other. People still ask me, why him? And I say, because even without legs, he walked into my heart and never left. This was my story, a story of pain and love, a story of Adam, the boy in the wheelchair, the boy who changed my life forever. I hope you believe now that true love doesn't need perfect people. It just needs two souls willing to stay. Thank you for watching. My name is Nora, and this story is real. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel for more heart-touching stories. If you cried, smiled, or felt something today, leave a comment below, because maybe, just maybe, love is waiting for you too.